Hello, good evening. Welcome back. Welcome back to one of podcast where we discuss everyday family issues, relationship, and culture. Most of our podcast, we normally dive into the messy, the real life debate we are afraid to bring up at the family dinner. And when all of you guys there, the dinner, debates, the topics that you want to present, you want to bring it up. Some of those topics are very, very, very difficult to bring up. We discuss it here on this platform. Okay, so tonight's topic is one of those topics too. Cheating versus grinding. Talking about cheating in relationships versus grinding. Which one keeps you up at night? Because we are still on the emotional return of investment. We've been discussing about cash, money, emotional return of investment, things that you do. What are the returns? How does it benefit you? You've been following us for weeks now. You will understand what we've been talking about. So if you can go back to watch some of our podcasts on this, talking about investment, emotional return of investment. Okay. So this evening, cheating versus grinding. Is it the guilt of sneaking around with a side chick or the stress of hustling till 3 a.m. in the morning? Hustling till 3 a.m. in the morning. Why? For the side hustle back, for cash, for money, for investment, or building up your company or something. You're grinding. You want to achieve something. You're grinding till 3 a.m. in the morning. We are breaking down the sleepless night, the financial cost, all of that, all the ultimate questions. If you have questions and everything, just bring it up here. We're going to bring everything down. Which one is really worse for your health? Which one is that really worse for your sanity, your wealth? Cheating, the grinding, which one is really, really worse? Which one will affect your health? Which one will talking about, you know, affect you in a big time? Because there are two things in this life which will absolutely keep you up at night. There are two things in this life which will what? Absolutely keep you up at night. One of them is cheating, and the other one is what? Is grinding. No, I don't mean the club kind. I don't mean like going to club and all that. No, I'm talking about grinding, spending up night, sleepless night to, perfect your craft, build up your website, build up your anything. Your studies, and your grinding. You are there till 3 a.m. in the morning because you want to get it right. You understand? The two of them, definitely, absolutely. They will keep you up at night. Okay? Talking about soul sucking, sanity testing, dream chasing grind. You are there chasing it. You're saying to yourself, you haven't slept for 36 hours. You think your laptop is gaslighting you. You know that kind of grinding. Before you ask if I'm okay, yeah, I'm okay. I'm very much okay. Thank you for asking. Thank you for your concern. But we are going to look into it proper. Okay? First of all, let's start with cheating. Have you ever been cheated upon? Have you ever been cheated on? That you will ask yourself why? That will keep you up like triple espresso shot to your soul. You know, when you took 3 cups of coffee, your eyes will be like till morning. Sleep will not even come around anywhere. That's the way you feel. That's the way you will feel when you realize that the person, your partner that you are in love with is cheating on you. What happens? You'll be wondering, your mind be going everywhere. You become FBI. Why does her shampoo smells like his, cologne, his perfume? And now you are scrolling his, you know, all the followers, the phone, going there, just scrolling everything. You are zooming in on the random guys on the phone, or random girls on the phone. You're looking at the nails in the background of a Snapchat story from 8 weeks ago, like you are in a crime scene. You are the one in your life. You know those documentary series like that. They are analyzing everything, something like that. That's what you become. You're enhancing, you're enhancing, just checking that. Is that Tiffany? Wow. Is that John? Wow. Is that Paul? You are analyzing everything. You don't sleep. Why? Because you are detect. You are there, become a detective. You want to find out what is going on. Then what about grinding? That's what a different kind of beast on his own. That's not a heartbreak. No, 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 no. But this one is a existential dread in a hoodie. You know, like when you have your hoodie, your dread in there is covering it. Yeah. That's you pulling all night. You are there all night thinking. You are building your future when really you are just editing a PowerPoint at what, 2 a.m. 2 a.m. You are still just editing a PowerPoint. For who? For a client that you don't even, the client that you don't even know your name. Sometimes they call you a different name. You understand? You are just there. You're grinding, big time. Your eyes are red. Eyes are red because you're grinding. You're living on caffeine. You're living on coffee. You just finish 1 cup and all that. You're coping with the mechanisms, everything, whispering affirmations like, I am the main character. I am the main character. Why your laptop fan sounds like what? Preparing for a lift off. Your laptop is tired. You're grinding because what? You're up all night. You're up all night. If you're just tuning in, we're talking about cheating relationship versus grinding. Which one keeps you up at night? Which of them keeps you up at night? And now we want to explain the difference. And here is the difference. Okay? Cheating keep you up at night. Why? Because you'll be crying all night. You'll be crying all night. Why grinding keeps you up? Why you goggling, going on Google and all that? Stress causes early hair loss. Like you are goggling on Google to find out what stress causes. Does it cause you any hair loss? Is it the one making you gray, your hair turning gray? Because of what? Stress. You're grinding. You understand? With cheating, there's drama. We discussed this a couple of days ago, isn't it? Loud. We discussed this. There's drama, there's chaos. There are receipts, everything, screenshots, deleted messages, accidental likes, and all that. Everything on your girlfriend's page, everything you're watching, everything. That's you swear you are researching everything. That's cheating. Why we grinding? There's no receipt, just invoice. It's coming in, and most of them sometimes they're coming back unpaid. You spend the put little money to perfect your crap, all of that. At the end of the day, they get sending invoice unpaid because they send it back again. You have to go redo it again, redo it. They didn't accept that one. You have to redo it again. What are we discussing about? Which one keeps you up at night? Do you want to know the kicker? Do you know want to know? Okay. At least when someone cheats, you know you are what? You are the one who is being victimized. You are the one they cheated upon. You are the one at the receiving end. Okay. With grinding, you're not even sure. You're not even sure. You're not even sure if you are the hero, if you are just unpaid in your own life. You're not sure what you're going to call yourself. The grinding, because you are not in control of what's going to come out the other side. You will say the same thing with cheating as well. You're not in control of the other person's actions. You understand what I mean? Because of what? One gives you trust issues. Why the other one gives you what? Back pain. We talked about this last week. One will break your heart. The other one will break your spirit. And sometimes your Wi-Fi, because of time you spend trying to send send what they be like you the the job they give to you, you want to like send it back to them. Spend your night to do that. And if you are really lucky, I mean like God's kind of cost, you get both of them. You get cheated upon because you are spending a lot of time at work, you're trying to perfect your craft, you're trying to make sure that you send them that job as quick as possible. So you might not have time now to spend more time with your lady or your man. Then you get cheated upon at the same time as well. So you're going to be on the same, you see on the, I mean, like, you know what I mean? You get cheated upon also while you're grinding because of what? Your partner is out there with someone else. So searching, building their own dreams while you're at the laptop trying to build your future. So that's what we'll ask this evening. What keeps you up at night? Is it cheating or grinding? What keeps you up at night? Okay, the line is open. The line is open. I would like you to call me. I'll put the number on the screen just to call. Plus 447449823876. That's the number to call. The line is free. Call one on now on plus 447449823876. Call now. The line is free. The line is free. I'll call me now. Or put on the comment section your thoughts on what we discussed in this evening. Okay. I had a lady, one lady was just like talking. She said that her husband has not touched her for months because of what he's been grinding. He's been trying to, he's been working so hard. He's been working so hard. And he got this job, got a new job. Because of that, he's always on his laptop. He's been working. Sometimes he's going to be on his laptop till 2, 3 a.m. in the morning. That means he's grinding. He's grinding so hard. Understand? So because of that, all his attention is on that job. All his attention is on the project that he's doing. He hasn't touched her for months. Then I ask, what happened to her hands? What happened to her hands? Because last time I checked, it goes 2 ways, right? 2 way streak. If he didn't touch you, what do? You touch him. Maybe he's focusing on his work now, maybe because he's tired of being the one always like instigating, trying to be the one to first to touch and all that, because when he's only one-sided, it's exhausting. So probably he's pretending now that he's grinding so hard. He's grinding, he's focusing on his work, focusing on that project. Because if he didn't make any move, he will not make any move. So he's grinding. So his laptop is keeping up all night. He's focusing on his project, whatever he's doing. Why? If you ask him now, he will say to you that he has lost sleep on both sides. So that's a very different reason for him. He doesn't have time. What am I trying to say? Sometimes you hear that some women will tell you, some guys will tell you the same thing too. They've been with their girlfriend or been with their wife or something for months, haven't touched each other. You understand what I mean? So if he didn't touch you, what do? You touch him, because that's how life is. That's the relationship. That's the way it goes. You understand what I mean? So it's not going to be only one-sided. Someone is just going to be waiting for this person to make a move, waiting for this person to instigate and all that. No, no, no. If you don't, then make a move. Then if you make a move, or then if you say no or something, then that's another different problem. And then he's going to find out why. Why isn't saying no? Why is he refusing? Okay? We're talking about grinding, cheating versus grinding. Which one keeps you up at night? Which one keeps you up at night? Like I said at the beginning, we're going to analyze it. We're going to bring everything down. We'll bring everything down one by one. We already talked about the difference. At the beginning, we look into the difference between grinding and the cheating. Okay? One will break your back. The other one will do what? Will break your heart. Because of what? One keeps you up all night crying. Why the other one maybe even keep you up at night goggling? Can stress cause early what? Hair loss. You're goggling, going on Google, trying to find out why your hairs, your hairs are going in, the hairline are going back, your hairs are falling off, your hairs are turning gray. Why? Because you've been grinding. You're grinding so hard because you didn't have much time to sleep. Okay? So, what about the stress issues that comes with the grinding, that comes with cheating? Because both of them will bring you stress. Definitely. It's going to start. Because if you look at the emotional toll, cheating means lying, covering tracks. When you are doing all the stuff, you'll be lying a lot, you'll be covering all your tracks. You know what I mean? Constant fear of getting caught. You're trying to like hide everything, your phone, the messages, you delete one, all those kind of things. You want to pick up your call, you, you're going outside or going to toilet, you're hiding to pick your call and all that. But grinding, that's what? Exhaustion, burnout, the pressure to succeed. You understand? So which one harder on your mental health? Which one of them is the one that is mostly can say that is gonna affect your mental health so bad? Which of them? You can put on the comment section. Let me know. Do you understand? Because both are stress, both are hard work. Cheating is hard work. It brings an emotional toll to your health. I'm talking about hiding, lying, covering all your tracks. You try to hide. You know, it's hard work. It's much hard work. Someone can say that at least with a side hustle, you can post about it on LinkedIn. Then try explaining your side chick to, to your followers. How are you going to do that? How are you going to explain that? Because talking about stress, cheating stress brings paranoia, bring guilt, relationship fallout, potential blackmail, grinding stress, or switch, financial instability, comparison to other success. Looking at your friends, looking at other people that you started with before, you're comparing yourself to them. So maybe I'm going to ask you, would you rather get caught cheating or fail publicly at your side hustle? Because your side hustle, if you didn't tell a lot of people, if you don't tell people around you, all of that, no, many people might not know what happened, that you fell. But when you got caught cheating, now it's no more in your hands. It's in the hand of your partner. They can go public on social media to post everything. The way social media is out there now, many of them will come out. They will expose everything, especially on TikTok. Then they will use you as an example. You become a topic in all the platforms, you become a topic in majority of live sessions. You understand what I mean? Let's think about the sleep deprivation, sneaking versus hustling. Both of them, what happen? It gives you that sleep deprivation when you're sneaking and when you do what? You're hustling. When you are grinding big time, hard grinding, you're going to be awake because both will give you up at night but for very different reasons. Cheating means late night test, deleted messages, working late excuses. Grinding means actual late nights too, the same. But the only thing is just that it's going to be caffeine addiction. It comes with caffeine addiction, right? Too much of coffee. And then because you're telling yourself that you will sleep when you're rich, when you got that money. One got you scared. Your phone will light up at 2 a.m. While the other one will do what? Got you making your phone light at 2 a.m. Once your phone ring 2 a.m., your mind skip. That's cheating. While once it gets to 2 a.m., you are trying to make your phone to stay on at 2 a.m. One is cheating, the other one is what grinding. I'll ask you something. Have you ever fallen asleep during a date? You're out there with a date and you fell asleep because you were up all night. You were up all night working. You're up grinding all night. Or you've been so tired from cheating. You called your side chick by your main chick's name. You want to call your side chick. You call your side chick by your girlfriend's name or your wife's name or your husband's name. Because what? You've been grinding all night. What are we talking about? If you're just joining us, we're talking about cheating versus grinding. Which one keeps you up at night? Because definitely both will keep you up at night. But the reasons be different. So which one keeps you up at night? Because we are differentiating. We are like trying to figure it out. Which one will keep you up at night? We are looking at the differences. How does both of them affect your health? How does it affect your mental health? How does it affect your sleep? How does it affect you emotionally? Because we're talking about emotional return of investment. Because both are investment. Anything investment is you put in your time, your resources, your energy, your cash sometimes. Finances you put in there. So we're looking at the what? The emotional return of that investment. Do you understand what I mean? So what about the long-term consequences? The long-term consequences. Because whatever you put in time, whatever you put in your energy, whatever you put in your resources, whatever you whatever that keeps you up at night, whether it's grinding or whatever is it, you always have long-term consequences, long-term returns. Okay? And both of them, if you look at it, one will be maybe scandal, the other one will be what? Maybe success, depending on how you work. You understand? And then here is a big question. Which one pays off or which one ruins you? Which one ruins your life in the long run? Which of them? Cheating or grinding? Which one? Because when you look at the grinding, it could make you money. We talked about this when we talked about um, side chick and then hustle, side hustle. It's all related. Okay. So when you're grinding could make you money or that. But cheating, best case scenario, break up straight away. It will break your family up. You break your relationship. It will destroy your relationship, definitely. The worst case scenario, you are trending on Twitter. You are trending on TikTok. Like I said earlier, you are trending on Facebook. It's either maybe they find you on on the act, and then they find you coming out of the act, and then they got you on video, and then they posted it online. Then you are trending. Those are long time consequences. One might bring you success because might make you money at the long run. The other one, you'll be trending online because many cases, I don't know. I'm going to ask you that. Have you seen a guy, you've seen maybe a friend or someone that you know that loses his marriage and also lost his money because he couldn't keep it inside his pants? He couldn't hold it. He couldn't like, you know what I mean? He lost his money. He lost his marriage. Same time. both grinding and cheating together at the same time. You understand what I mean? Probably he's gone there with his money, gone with wallet and everything. Getting caught, he left everything and run away. He lost his money and everything. Some of times, see them you lose. They even lose their car keys and everything and run away. Why? Because cheating costs divorce, it costs child support, it will cost your reputation. You got that reputation damage and all that. Why grinding, which you can say is a side hustle, we do what? To bring a burnout. You burn out. It depends on how you burn out. You lost your relationship because you are focusing on your job. You're focusing to accomplish that project. You want to make the sure that the project you achieve your at the deadline. You just want you would want to meet up straight away. Or lucky potential financial freedom. And then you ask me, what are you talking about? Then can you recover from either? Or is it one way harder to bounce back from? Which one can you recover from? Okay? They caught you on the act, you're cheating, you lose your wife, or you lose your family. You also maybe you lose your reputation, you're trending online, or while you are grinding, you burn out, you lost your relationship, or potentially maybe you get that you get the money, financial freedom. Then I'm asking, which of them would you bounce back from? Which of them would you bounce back from? You can put in the comment section, let me know. Because we're asking grinding versus cheating. Which one keeps you up at night? And that's what we're trying to figure out. We're trying to figure it out. Which one that will keep you up at night? You put in a lot of effort. Both you will put a lot of effort. You put in a lot of effort. You don't get it, dude. Cheating is hard. It's hard work. So the same thing is grinding. You want to meet up the deadline they gave you to finish the article. The deadline gave you to meet up. Maybe you have an exam. The deadline you want to publish you want to your website or something. You have a deadline and you are grinding on it. Maybe you have a merchandise or you have a product that you want to publish or something. You grinding so much so that you want to meet up. That's why you are up all night trying to get that in place. So same thing with cheating. You're always on your phone deleting the messages. You're sneaking out to get a call. Your phone is always on silent. Your phone, the face is always down. You know what I mean? When the phone rings, maybe most times and when you're sleeping, your heart skip. It's hard work, especially the lies when you keep on lying. Where are you coming from? You lie. Next time, where are you? You keep lying. Forgetting maybe most times they have your location on their phone. They know where you are, but you're still lying on where you are. You're lying. You keep lying to the extent that you don't know what else to lie in. It's hard job. It's hard job. You know what I mean? Cheating is a hard job. Sometimes you're calling your woman, you're calling your wife, your your side chick name, and then they're asking you now to explain excuses because you run out of lies. You don't know what else to do because of what happened. You're cheating. You're cheating. Hello, welcome. Good evening.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, welcome. Good evening.
Evening. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Go on.
Okay. I want to make a contribution based on the topic. To me, the topic is quite obvious and is quite understanding and explanatory in the sense that cheating is not something one can involve himself. Cheating should not come into a home or in a marriage because if you look at the disadvantage of cheating,
Mm,
it causes a lot of harms, disaster in the house, in the home, breaking, doing a lot of things. Understand?
yeah.
Why grinding is that you are putting a lot of effort to make sure that you keep your family in a good shape.
Mm-hmm,
You put food on the table.
mm-hmm,
You hustle and to make money so that your family will be comfortable.
yeah.
So, to me, based on the question, not awake in the night,
Yeah.
it should be the one that bring food on the table, so that although sometimes cheating,
Mm.
when you are cheating on your wife and your phone, or
Mm,
there are some couples they share one apartment, one room,
mm,
they sleep together.
mm,
So if you're into cheating, what I mean, you becoming addicted to cheating
mm-hmm,
that you can't do away with that. So it may be keeping you awake every night once your wife is around
mm-hmm.
because unexpected call can come in. You know, one thing you will understand is this all this cheat. Once they need you or once they want something from you,
Mm-hmm.
they will not look at the time they
Mm.
want to communicate or they want to reach you out
Yeah.
because they feel you people have something in common now. You share things in common that you are part of her, she's part of you. Aside marriage, so she feel that she has access over you.
Mm,
She can call you at any time. She can call you at the midnight when you are. She will not even care
mm.
whether you are with your family or with your wife or with anybody. Once she needed,
Yeah. Yeah. Because at the, most of them in the beginning they only will like tell you that they don't care. They don't really bother.
yeah,
So they will tell you, don't worry. Well, anytime, unless maybe you call them, they will not call you. But as time goes on, they start messing about.
yeah, because you will tell them maybe at the beginning you will tell them no problem. You will be calling, but once the person coming to then have that background of taproot, anything you jump into coming out is
Mm,
hard.
mm,
So once the girl get access, or even if you are the type that spend a lot on her outside your marriage, you see that she will be calling you frequently. So all those midnight calls, daytime calls, when once you are with your family or with your wife and your wife doesn't know about that, you be restless. Understand?
Yeah.
You will not be at peace. Understand?
That's it.
But in a grinding, sometimes when you, because you are doing calculation, you are calculating how to, if you do this, you do this, you do that, you do this, then you can be able to create income or
Mm-hmm.
bring income to the house, or they make sure that the family will eat.
Mm-hmm.
To extent you say, now let me just rest my brain so that I can. So you see those ones, the stress on that grinding is not much on the stress of
Cheating.
cheating,
Mm-hmm.
because you know what cheating will cause
Mm-hmm.
once your wife gets to know that you are cheating, or peradventure your side chick or your partner in crime calls,
Mm-hmm.
and your wife get to pick the call. And most of them, once they hear the voice of a lady,
Mm-hmm.
and since their heart, their mind is biased, they will not even ask. They will start raking, rambling, doing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Some of the heat, some women, your wife will give you self. That one alone will remove something from you.
Yeah.
You not
Sleepless night.
even have peace of mind. Talk less of when she caught you, maybe
In the act.
evidence.
She got you in the act. Yeah.
And yes,
Mm-hmm.
it's me. Because
Yeah.
they say one man food is another man poison.
Yeah.
There are some men that will derive joy in that one.
Mm-hmm.
But any normal family or any normal person that doesn't want a breakup or disaster in his home, cheating will keep you most awake in the night, because one, you don't know when call will come in.
Mm.
Once you are with your wife, you don't know when they call. That's why some of them, once they stay with their wife, they off their phone or they put it in air mode so that
Airplane.
that call will
They'll
not
stay in the
come in.
airplane mode.
Yes, so that that call will not come in. So that you relax. Wife will be seeing your phone is on. So that's it. So
Okay. Thank you. Thank you
to
for.
me,
Mm.
yeah, to me, somehow cheating can keep you away, because in in time of grinding,
Mm.
because you are trying to be creative, you are trying to think what to do so that you can be able to make that resource you want.
Yeah, you're grinding for your
So
you're grinding for your future. Want to make
yeah, yeah,
estimate, want to build a company, you want to build like, you just want to bring
yeah,
some money or something. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah,
understand. Thank you. Thank you for your call.
yeah.
Thank you for your
So
call.
I'm
Appreciate it.
enjoying your program. I'm enjoying your program and the topics which you are bringing these days. Keep it up.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank
Thank
you.
thank you guys. Thank you for the call. Talking about cheating, relationship versus grinding. Which one keeps you awake at night? Which one keeps you awake at night? You have to understand that cheating is not only maybe cheating is cheating. Sometimes in every aspect of life, every walks of anything you're doing. Okay, because when you look at it, there are two sides of the same coin. Talking about cheating and grinding, two sides of the same coin. They bring success. Depends on what you're looking at. What you're looking at. What are you looking for? You understand? But which one truly costs you more? Which one haunts you at 2 a.m. when the world is asleep? When everybody's asleep, you are awake looking at the ceiling. Where? Which of them? And you can't sleep. You're looking at the ceiling. 2 a.m. You can't sleep. Because in the normal life, when you look at cheating, cheating is quick. It's quick. Whether it's like I don't know. Think about exam. Exam is coming. Some people they are grinding there. 2 a.m. They are reading their books. You see them sometimes. There's no light. They have no excuse. They still bring candles. They want to use it to read. You know what I mean? Because of what? Success. That's what they push. That's what they're looking for. Okay? You there. You're looking at it. Cheating is quick. I said it earlier. It's clean. It skips the pain. It skips the failure. The endless hours. Whether it's copying someone else's answers or when you maybe like you already paid for someone to bring the question for you in order for you to study and get all the answers yourself. So all of that, you're cutting corners, everything. It feels like shortcut to what? Success. That's cheating. When you come to like generalizing it, normal life, everyone else is doing it. It's just want to do it once. No one will know. It's the same thing when it comes to relationship. Cheating. Say to yourself, but people are doing it. A lot of people are doing it. Nobody will know. And then you forget that cheating has a cost. And worst part, it's invisible. You don't fail the test, but you fail yourself. You pass the level in class, but you lose what? The thrill. You lose the knowledge. You didn't study. You didn't read, but you passed the test. You forget the job. But imposter syndromes never leaves you. Now, let's look at the grinding. That's the long, what we're talking about, the long road, the late nights, early mornings, repetitions, frustrations, moments of doubt. You grind and grind and grind. You start like doubting yourself. It's too much because 3 nights you've not slept. You're trying to study when others are sleeping. You're studying. I'm just generalizing. I'm talking about hard work, normal life. I'm using I'm using school studies as a scenario, as an example. So that's why I'm talking about grinding now. When others are sleeping, you're all there reading. You're grinding, grinding. You're practicing when others are what they're partying. They're going out there partying. That's when you're practicing. You're reading. Working when others what quit. When others quit, you're still working. Grinding doesn't cheat. It's like that. It doesn't feel good. Talk about grinding. It's pain because it doesn't feel good, especially not at that moment when you're doing it. But it builds something cheating never does. It builds something cheating can never. It builds pride. It builds resilience. It builds what? Character. You learn this. No one can take it from what? You studied. So no one can take it away from you. You know the formulas. No one can take it away from you. You're going for interview because you know it. Nobody gonna like take it away from you. But cheating, because You cut corners. Now they might call you now to like come and then, you know, for your project, come down, defend your project. You're sweating. You can't stand. You don't know where to start because you didn't study. You cut corners. All of that. That is normal in life. You're cheating and grinding. Same coin, but there's difference. Both comes with pain, but there's difference. Because cheating keeps you up at night. It keeps you up at night. It keeps you awake at night with what? Guilt, with paranoia, constant fear of what? Being exposed, constant fear of being caught. Like what the gentleman, when he called, he said, you putting your phone on airplane mode. Your phone is on, but it's not on. Why? Because you don't want your side chick to call you. Constant deleting of messages. Paranoia. Your phone is always face down. You are going to take a shower. You are with your phone. Wherever you're going, your phone is always with you. It never leaves your phone. Paranoia. Stress. You run away. You forget your phone. You're rushing back immediately. You want to come and take your phone. Why? Because of what? You don't want to get caught. You don't want to be exposed because it keeps you up at night. It keeps you awake at night. Grinding, it keeps you up with passion, stress, maybe exhaustion. I said that before. Also, purpose. You got it. You all want to win. Everybody want to win. But how will you get there? Defines what the kind of person you become. And that's through grinding. Grinding, you're grinding. Your back is paining you. You're grinding all night. You're working when others are sleeping. You're working when others have given up. You're working when even like everybody giving up on you. But you are working, you are grinding, you are grinding. You believe in yourself. You believe in what that thing you want to do. Because in life, if you cheat the system, you might win today. But when the light goes off and it's just you and your thoughts, can you really rest? That's when it keeps you up at night. You're awake, looking at the ceiling. You can't sleep. If you grind, it might take longer. But when you finally make it, no one can take it away from you. And then you will sleep like what? A champion. But there's time. And that time was what time you're doing what? You're grinding. You're grinding. Okay? If you're just joining us, we are talking about cheating versus grinding. Which one keeps you up at night? So you can tell me, cheating or grinding, which one keeps you up at night? You can put on the comment section. Which one keeps you up at night? It's so easy. A lot of people, most times people, a lot of people they always have excuses why they're doing it, why they take the shortcut. They have excuses. Why they cheating? They have excuses. Many, many excuses. They will start telling you reasons. He stopped loving me. He stopped doing this for me. He stopped taking care of me. He changed. That's the reason why I met someone and this person takes good care of me. This person loves me. That's the reason why. They always have excuses. But when you're talking about grinding, They will tell you they don't have the time. They don't really have time because they don't want to work on their marriage. They don't want to work on their relationship. They don't want to work. They don't want to communicate. They don't want to talk. They don't want to sit because it's hard work. It's hard work. So they don't want to do that. So they prefer what? Shortcut corners. And those shortcut and all that might lead you to success quick. You might get there so quick, fast. But how long does it last? How long does it last? Because what many people don't understand is that you meeting a new person, the adrenaline, you got that spark, you got that butterflies in your tummy, your stomach within that period because you're getting to know each other. That person is looking for something, or you are the one looking for something. And once they got that thing they're looking for, what will happen? The spark will just go slowly. You realize that it's all the same thing. I said it before, the same coin. It's the same thing. Now I realize that maybe the other person, the first person, was better because maybe that first person, your partner, your husband or your wife, maybe that one, you start looking at their characteristics, you're looking at their characters and everything. Maybe they are the ones like, having time for you. They like overlook all your faults, overlook everything. They were the ones that find you when you are nobody, and then they work with you and then be with you till you become somebody. But this one just saw you when you're finished. They don't know where you're coming from. They don't know your story. They don't know your journey. Now they just come in. And when they come in now and then see the real you, because no matter what, the spark will you will see it plain. It will show. And then when they see real you, what do you think is going to happen? It will repeat itself again. Some of them will do what? They don't have that time. They don't really have time. What are we talking about? Cheating versus grinding. Which one keeps you up at night? Which one keeps you up at night? That's the question. Okay? Remember that we are talking about emotional return of investment. Emotional return of investment. We've been discussing about this for a couple of months, just like a few weeks now. Emotional return of investment. When you put in your time, resources, energy, everything, the returns of your investment, what are you getting back? What is it that you are looking for? What do you want to achieve? The same way we're discussing this evening, cheating versus grinding, both of the same coin, but they are different. They can give you success, they can bring success, but it depends on how you get there and what you're looking for. You understand? So if you have an issue in your marriage, why not grind it? Work on it with effort. It might be bumpy, it might be very hard, it might even break your back, it might keep you up at night, but you are grinding, you're working to make it what? Alive again. Or you want to take the easiest way, the shortcut, then cheat. You know what cheating brings? You know that. Either maybe you break your heart or you break what? It breaks your home. So it depends on what you want. Okay. So this is where we're going to stop this evening. We're stopping this evening. As that before, I said you can put on the comment section. Okay. You just comment and share this program. Don't share this program to your contact And if it's the first time you're coming across one, please just give us a follow on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're on TikTok as well. You can follow us on TikTok. All right, guys, please keep the comment going. All right. And I will see you next week, Friday, on another topic. Keep grinding, guys. Have a lovely weekend.